Imagine having $3 billion in the bank, a fleet of Rolls-Royces in your garage, and still being told no when you try to buy a car. Here's a number that might shock you. There are over 2,900 billionaires on Earth right now, but Ferrari only made 799 of their newest hypercar, the F80. Bugatti built just 10 Centodieci, and Rolls-Royce crafted exactly 3 Boattails. That means more than 99% of the world's billionaires are mathematically locked out of owning these machines, no matter how much money they wire to the dealership. Welcome to a world where your checkbook doesn't matter, where wealth alone isn't enough, and where the most powerful people on the planet get put on waiting lists that never end. Today, we're counting down the 8 most impossible-to-buy supercars ever made. These aren't just expensive machines. They're invitation-only mechanical unicorns that require years of loyalty, specific ownership histories, or pure luck to even be considered. Buckle up. Starting us off at number 8, the McLaren W1, priced at approximately $2.7 million. This is McLaren's most powerful road car ever, the successor to the legendary F1 and the P1. Under that carbon fiber skin sits a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid system, producing 1,258 horsepower, rocketing to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds with a top speed of 217 miles per hour. But here's the thing. All 399 examples sold out before the car was even publicly unveiled in October 2024. If you weren't already on McLaren's VIP list with a history of P1 or Senna ownership, you never had a chance. The W1 wasn't for sale. It was pre-allocated to collectors who had spent years proving their loyalty to Woking. Coming in at number 7, the Pagani Utopia Roadster, valued at around $3.4 million. Horacio Pagani doesn't just build cars, he builds sculptures. The Utopia Roadster is powered by a Mercedes-AMG-sourced 6-liter twin-turbo V12, producing 864 horsepower. It weighs just 2,822 pounds dry, identical to the coupe, despite having a removable hardtop. And the real kicker, you can spec it with a genuine 7-speed manual transmission. Production is capped at 130 units worldwide, and here's the crazy part. Pagani doesn't accept applications. The process involves a multi-year collaboration with Horacio himself, where every detail is handcrafted to the owner's exact specifications. If Pagani doesn't know you personally, you're not getting one. Moving up to number 6, the Aston Martin Valkyrie, with a price tag of approximately $3.5 million. Developed in partnership with Red Bull Racing and legendary Formula One designer Adrian Newey, the Valkyrie is essentially a street-legal F1 car. Its 6.5-liter naturally aspirated Cosworth V12 screams to 11,100 RPM and produces 1,160 horsepower with hybrid assistance. It generates so much downforce, over 1,800 kilograms at speed, that Aston Martin had to develop an entirely new active suspension system to keep the tires from bursting. Only 150 coupes were ever built, along with 85 Spyders and 40 track-only AMR Pro models. And because its aerodynamics are so extreme, it lacks traditional mirrors and bumpers. The Valkyrie can only be driven in the United States under the show or display exemption, limited to 2,500 miles per year. At number 5, we have the Ferrari F80, valued at just under $4 million. This is Ferrari's newest flagship, the successor to the LaFerrari and the newest member of the legendary Big Five lineup that includes the 288 GTO, F40, F50, and Enzo. But here's what makes the F80 different. For the first time in decades, there's no V12. Instead, Ferrari dropped in a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 derived directly from their Le Mans-winning 499p race car, combined with 3 electric motors for a total output of 1,200 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.15 seconds. Top speed, 217 miles per hour. Ferrari will only build 799 examples, and every single one is invitation only. To even be considered, you need to already own multiple current Ferrari models, have participated in brand events, and have a loyalty score that Ferrari calculates internally. They literally run an algorithm on your purchasing history before deciding if you're worthy. Before we move on to the top 4, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on the latest and greatest. And trust me, the cars we're about to cover make these look almost attainable. We're talking one-off unicorns, $19 million price tags, and a vehicle that sold for more than $142 million at auction. Let's keep going. At number 4, the Ferrari Daytona SP3, originally priced at $2.25 million, but now trading for anywhere from $5 million to $26 million on the secondary market. This is part of Ferrari's Icona series, celebrating the brand's historic 1-2-3 finish at the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona. Under the hood sits a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 producing 829 horsepower, making it the most powerful non-hybrid Ferrari ever built. It hits 60 in 2.85 seconds, with a top speed exceeding 211 miles per hour. Ferrari built 599 units, plus one special 599 plus one tailor-made edition finished in Giallo Modena, that sold at auction for $26 million to benefit the Ferrari Foundation. But here's what makes it truly unobtainable. To receive an invitation, you typically need to already own previous Icona models like the Monza SP1 or SP2. If you haven't climbed Ferrari's loyalty ladder, your billions mean nothing. Coming in at number 3, the Bugatti Centodieci, priced at approximately $9 million. This car exists as a tribute to the legendary EB110 from the 1990s, celebrating Bugatti's 110th anniversary. Centodieci means 110 in Italian. Underneath, it shares the Chiron's 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, but tuned to produce an insane 1,578 horsepower, 100 more than the standard Chiron. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. Top speed, 236 miles per hour. But here's the kicker, only 10 were ever made. The waiting list never officially opened to the public. Bugatti's executive board in Molsheim personally selected buyers from existing Veyron and Chiron owners, offering them the car before the world even knew it existed. Cristiano Ronaldo reportedly owns one. If you weren't already in Bugatti's inner circle, you never even had a shot. At number 2, the Rolls-Royce Boattail, with an estimated price of $28 million, making it the most expensive new production car ever built. This isn't just a car, it's a statement of absolute bespoke luxury. Each Boattail is commissioned through Rolls-Royce's Coach Build division over a 4-year collaboration between the client and Rolls-Royce artisans. The result contains 1,813 completely unique handcrafted parts. Under the hood sits a 6.7 5-liter twin-turbo V12 from the Phantom, producing 563 horsepower. But the real magic is in the rear. At the press of a button, the deck opens in a sweeping butterfly gesture to reveal a hosting suite complete with custom Cristofil silverware, twin champagne refrigerators, cocktail tables, and a parasol. One of the 3 Boattails built was reportedly purchased by Jay-Z and Beyoncé. The problem? Rolls-Royce only built 3. And you don't buy a Boattail, you're invited to commission 1. If Rolls-Royce doesn't consider you an individual of extraordinary achievement, you'll never even get the phone call. And finally, at number 1, the most unobtainable supercar on Earth, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, valued at approximately $19 million before taxes. La Voiture Noire means the black car in French, and it's a modern homage to the legendary Type 57 SC Atlantic from the 1930s. Built on the Chiron's platform, it features an 8-liter quad-turbo W16 producing 1,479 horsepower. But unlike the Chiron, every single bodywork panel was handcrafted from carbon fiber, perfectly book-matched at right angles. with a mirror gloss black finish so deep it looks like liquid obsidian. Here's the thing. Bugatti only built one, a single example, and it was pre-sold to an anonymous collector before the concept was even finalized. The car took nearly 2.5 years to complete by hand in Molsheim, making it the most expensive new car ever sold. You could have all the money in the world, and you still couldn't buy one, because one is all there is. Which of these unobtainable hypercars would you want most if money and waiting lists didn't exist? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you thought these cars were exclusive, wait until you see what the world's richest billionaires actually drive. Click on this video to discover the most insane private car collections on Earth. See you there in a second.